Step into a world where reality bends and nature crafts perfection so surreal, you'll swear the camera's faking it. Crimson deserts, glacial lagoons, and emerald caves that look like alien dreams. From Namibia's bone-white dunes to Iceland's fire-kissed rock formations, these impossible landscapes will leave your jaw dropped and your Instagram flooded. What if a landscape so perfect it looks photoshopped is actually 18,000 years older than Stonehenge? Its 160-plus glacial lakes were carved 300 million years ago by ancient ice sheets that sculpted these valleys like a frozen chisel. Scoffle Pike rises 3,209 feet, but 80% of its core was once molten magma churning 12 miles underground. William Wordsworth wrote 12 of his greatest poems here, yet 70% of this magical land remains owned by one noble family. Beneath the surface, cooled magma chambers still shape these surreal peaks, a volcanic legacy hidden in plain sight. And that's why locals call it England's secret Eden, a paradise forged by fire, ice, and time. What if a salt flat looked so alien it was mistaken for a sci-fi movie set? This is Sala de Arizaro. Spanning 3,000 square kilometers, its surface reflects the sky so perfectly it creates optical illusions of endless horizons. Satellite scans reveal a 200-meter-wide hexagonal pattern formed by mineral deposits, nature's own geometric masterpiece. With 300-plus days of blinding sunlight reflection annually, it glows like a celestial mirror. In 2019, a drone captured its unreal geometric symmetry, so perfect, producers thought it was CGI. And scientists still can't explain how nature carved those flawless hexagons. What if a 45-million-year-old rock looked like this? This 15-meter-tall, 110-meter-long granite wave defies logic, carved by wind and water over 20 million years. Made of granite, 10 times harder than surrounding rock, it eroded into this impossible shape while everything around it crumbled away. Early explorers called it the most unnatural thing in nature, convinced it had to be man-made. But here's the twist: its perfect symmetry comes from erosion patterns scientists still can't fully explain. Nature's oldest artist, still perfecting its masterpiece. What if a 900-year-old desert looked like a post-apocalyptic painting? These camel thorn trees have stood dead for centuries, yet show no signs of decay, preserved by Namibia's bone-dry air. At sunrise, the desert floor turns blood orange as iron oxide meets golden light, a spectacle seen only once every 50 years during rare floods. Surrounding dunes rise 3,000 feet, shifting 30 feet yearly, yet the dead trees remain defiantly rooted in this alien landscape. The secret? Hyperarid conditions slow decay so much that some trees still stand after 9 centuries, nature's own time capsule. And scientists still can't explain why the trees stand so perfectly preserved in this desert museum. What if you saw diamonds frozen in ice, and it's real? At Iceland's Diamond Beach, icebergs calve daily from Breathtaking Glacier, just 1 kilometer away. Those electric blue layers? Frozen for 200 to 1,000 years, compressed by over 1,000 meters of snow. Each berg weighs up to 10 metric tons, yet floats like a gemstone on black sand. But here's the twist: those diamonds aren't gems. Their color comes from ancient air bubbles scattering light like prisms, nature's own crystal engineering. Who knew glaciers were Earth's original jewelers? What if you could walk into a cathedral made entirely of crystals? These underground caverns stretch 12 kilometers, longer than 3 football fields connected end to end. Some stalactites grow over 11 meters long, forming frozen waterfalls of crystallized rock. The water stays a constant 14 degrees Celsius year-round, preserving formations for thousands of years. But here's what makes them glow: rare algae thriving in mineral-rich water, casting an otherworldly blue hue. Nature's engineers, or something far more magical at work? What if a lake had 10 million jellyfish, but they're completely harmless? In Palau's jellyfish lake, 10 million golden jellyfish drift through 16 acres of crystal-clear water, their delicate tentacles glowing faintly in the sunlight. Trapped here for 12,000 years, they evolved without predators, creating an ecosystem so peaceful you could swim through them like a living aquarium. Every day, they migrate 3 miles across the lake, following the sun's path like tiny glowing sailors on an endless voyage. But here's what truly astonishes: their tentacles house bioluminescent algae, making them glow in the dark, yet scientists still can't explain why they shine. What if a place looked so surreal it felt fake? Welcome to Norway's Lofoten Islands. These islands are a 4-million-year-old volcanic masterpiece, sculpted by fire and ice. Over 500 bright red and white rorbu fishing cabins cling to these shores, looking like toys beside the ocean. Mountains here rise 1,500 feet straight from the sea, a vertical world where sky meets water. But wait, during Arctic sunsets, the sky turns neon green and purple, through pure light magic. No filters needed. Just nature's ultimate trick, making reality feel impossible. What if Earth had a mirror so perfect it could trick your brain? This 10,582 square kilometers white desert sits 4,090 meters high, its surface so smooth it defies reality. Beneath its surface, 200-meter-thick salt layers formed over 40 million years. But what really hides here? A staggering 21 million tons of lithium, 40% of Earth's supply. Astronauts have actually spotted its mirror surface from space during clear days. Nature's perfect mirror, what cosmic secret does it still hide? What if Earth had a secret portal to another planet? This cave's glow defies reality. The water holds 20 times more minerals than regular seawater, creating this impossible blue hue. It plummets 1,200 feet, that's like stacking 40 Niagara Falls vertically into the earth. Locals have called it Ojo de Agua, water eye, for over 300 years. Astronauts say its glow rivals views of Earth from space, nature's own neon sign. Science explains it, but can your eyes believe it? What if a desert shimmered so brightly it blinded photographers? White Sands National Park spans 275 square miles of pure gypsum crystal dunes, reflecting 500 lumens per square meter, brighter than fresh snow. These dunes rise 300 feet high, 10 times taller than typical sand dunes, creating a lunar landscape of blinding sparkle. The sand reflects light 10 times more intensely than snow. Each grain is a tiny prism bending sunlight. But here's the mind-blowing part. This sand is 99.9% pure gypsum, so soft it's used in medical casts and luxury cosmetics. Nature's sparkle just got a whole lot more valuable.